Come to Tarkov, they said. Make some easy money, they said. Those guys from Bear couldn't have been telling us more bull. On the first day, they placed us with some so-called pros of the zone. But they didn't even warn us about the local snipers. And they left us for dead. Thankfully, some of Prapor's guys dragged us out. Otherwise, I have no idea how we would have survived. I remember when I was in the med bay, I saw the other guy I was with get dragged out. I asked one of the medics on my way out the door. He just said something about the edge of darkness. For anyone who ever reads this, you would think yesterday was the worst of it and it only gets better from there. You couldn't be more wrong. I got shown my new accommodation, which I can only describe as a rubble-filled sewer. I don't even think those home renovation shows back home would have touched it. They throw you a bone though, a tiny box to keep your gear in. You know, so it doesn't get damp. It's like playing Tetris trying to fit things in there. It's full just with the gear I brought with me. I don't know how they expect us to store anything here. I told the guys I was assigned and they just laughed. They told me to come with them and they'll sort it. I woke up in a room with 4 lights in my face. I couldn't see anything else, it was so bright. And I heard the voices all around me. They started chanting, "You'll be free when you submit to the edge of darkness." I groggily roused and asked what they were talking about. No one answered, they just kept chanting, continuing for what felt like hours. Eventually, I was just so dehydrated I shouted, "I submit," over and over. And then it all went dark again. I don't know what happened in that room. I've woken up on a pile of rubble this morning in my so-called hideout. I felt like I hadn't drank or eaten anything for days. I was sore everywhere. But I guess, in some sadistic way true to their word, there was a large container in the corner. I don't really understand. Was this some kind of initiation ritual? Or have I got myself into some kind of cult? I really don't know, and I don't know if I ever will. Prapor came to see me as I was pulling myself together today. Showed me how to use some of my items to make a rudimentary security device for my place. Explained what I would need to make a generator. Said I'd have to go back into the zone for that though. I had the strangest dream, or was it a nightmare? I dreamt I was one of the scavs. That's one of the people who inhabit the zone. They hunt us and we hunt them. I had these vague memories of it, looting boxes and skulking around trying to avoid being seen. And then sort of recall being driven away. That's not even the strangest part. I swear some of the items I dreamt about were in my stash. Perhaps they were already there and just on my mind. I just don't know anymore. All the days feel like they're blurring into one. And I've been here less than a week. I shot 2 men today. They charged us while we were in a building. They clearly had no training. Running about like that, they made so much noise. It was easy to tell where they were coming from. Just some of these locals, the scavs. I do question what we're doing here sometimes. Traders keep giving me jobs to do, find this, collect that, talk to such and such. But I feel like I've had no orders from my own organisation. I did manage to find some half-decent body armour hidden away in the attic of a building. I remember one of the traders wanted it. I'm not sure what he's going to give me in return though. Oh, my head was killing me this morning. It's still sore now. I had one of those dreams again, running around as one of these scavs. It almost seems like they're becoming more vivid. I will say one thing, if my dreams are anything to go by, they have a much better community spirit than those of us in the PMCs. I met up with a larger group, I think, and they provided cover while we looted. Again, the items seem to be in my stash this morning, and I just pick up so much junk when I'm in the zone. I guess it's just on my mind. I have no other explanation for why it's there. It must just be stuff I'm picking up. Hi everyone, thanks very much for watching this video. Let me know what you think of it down in the comments. It's kind of a dark narrative driven story of my experiences in Tarkov. A bit of a diary entry with some gameplay running around it. A bit of an experimental video. There was a much darker version of this, but I decided to tone it down a bit for YouTube. But I'd be interested to know if people like this kind of narrative. Remember to stick a like on it and subscribe to the channel as well. It lets me know that people are enjoying this particular video. Oh, and let me know what you think of the voiceover as well, because for the diary part of the video I kind of went for a more unedited raw audio to make it sound a bit more authentic. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you all soon.